Now we're doing the 10th part of the 2.2 assignment. Verify that b plus c is equal to a if a minus b is equals to c for a when a is 5, b is 3. Now first of all, we have to take this equation and find the value of c. And if we get the value of c, then we have to putting the value of c in this equation and verify this. Okay, we're taking the equation a minus b is equals to c. Then a is 5, b is 3, and we get the value of c 2. And putting the value of c in equation first, we can say b plus c. Here we get the value of c 2, b is 3, and we know that a is 5. So here 3 plus 2 5 is equals to 5. Means when the sum of b plus c we done, it's 5 and is equals to a is also 5. Then we verify that b plus c is equals to a with the help of this equation. Now we do the next sum, 11th part. Here verify commutative property for the multiplication of the following whole number. So we know that the commutative property for the multiplication is a multiply b is equals to b multiply a. And the sum is given first 30 and 14. When a multiply b, suppose it's a, it's b, means 30 multiply 40, and then b is 14, and then a is 30. So when both are multiply, answer is equals to. Then we can say that commutative property for multiplication is hold. Okay. Number second sum, when a is 7 and b is 35. Again we have to putting the value in this equation, we get the same answer. Number third, 0, 54. We know that when anything multiply with 0, answer will come be 0. So we can say commutative property for multiplication hold. Okay, commutative property for multiplication hold. Now we proceed toward the next sum. Verify associative property for the multiplication of the following. Now we here do the associative property in multiplication, and whether we check whether this property is hold in multiplication or not. We here get the a multiply b in bracket outside c, and a multiply in a bracket b multiply c, and by putting a b c, a is 3, b is 5, c is 7, then again a is 3 in a bracket b 5, c 7, the answer will come 105, 105. Hence we can say associative property for multiplication is hold. In the same way, the second sum is do by putting the values 4, 5, 0 in particular equation. The answer will come 0 is equals to 0. Thus we can say it's hold. Now the third sum is also same as like that first and second. So it's you have to do your by own self. Now we have to proceed toward the 13th sum. If a is equals to 4, b is equals to 3, and c is equals to 6, find the following. Here we use they giving us two equations when a multiply b plus c and ab plus ac. This is distributive property because they giving the first part a multiply in a bracket b plus c in the first equation, and then ab plus ac in a second equation. And when we putting the value of a 4 and in a bracket b 3 and plus c 6, we get the answer 36. In same way, here we also get 36. Thus we have to solve this sum we can say differently, but we show that it is a distributive property and the answer will be same. Okay, but according to the equation we have to find just following, means we have to find just this particular equations. But this is a distributive property, it's your own choice. If you want to write in your notebook, you can write that it's distributive property. Either you can solve differently equations by this method. Okay, now we proceed toward the 14th sum. Here it's also a distributive property, like if a is 8, b is 5, c is 2, find the following. A multiply b minus c, a 8, b 5, c 2, and but if you again I will say that if you want to write it in a bracket you can write, but here the sign will be changed. In the above sum the sign will be positive, here sign is negative. So that's why answer will be same, and it's also a distributive property. Okay, so they just break down the distributive property in the two equation. It's second equation and it's first equation, but we have to just solve the equation by putting the values. Okay, now proceed toward the 15th part. If a is equals to 3, b is equals to 5, c is equals to 10. Okay, find the following. Just we have to also solve it by the distributive property in multiplication. It's also a distributive property in multiplication, just by putting the values. Okay, whether we have to check whether these are equals or not. Here they giving us in different equation, but here they giving us in a single form, means distributive property for multiplication, and when we putting the value we get the same answer. Okay, it's 15th sum. When a is 3, b is 5 and c is 2, find the following. So just we can say distributive property is hold for multiplications. Next 16th sum. If a is equals to you also do the second part of the 15th sum is same, but the sign will be changed. Here the positive sign, here the negative sign will come. Okay, but it is the distributive property is hold for multiplication in both the sums. Now we do the 16th part. If a is equals to 84, b is 4, whether checked a divide b is not equal b divided a, but we have to first taking a, we have to use this equation and check whether these are equals or not. Okay, but they giving the first full sign not equal, so it's not equal, but we have to check it. So a is 84, b is 4, then b is 4, a is 84. When we divide, it's come 21 and it's come 0.047 something. So it's not equal. These two values are not equal. Thus we can say the commutative property in division is not hold. Okay, the commutative property is not hold for division. Okay, so it's the 16th part.